Here's what's happening now. We got the rain we were looking for, but the severe threat not completely gone. We'll look at the chances of seeing those storms redevelop coming up. Sandra?
All right, Ben, we're also tracking breaking news of that deadly terror attack in Spain. New information on the victims and the suspect. Here at home, we're covering a raid at a medical clinic. We're going to tell you why a local doctor and his office manager are now facing criminal charges.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sandra Ali in for Karen Drew today. First at 4, the radar shows storms moving through southeast Michigan. In fact, we could see some torrential rain as well. You definitely need to be tracking the weather into the evening. Let's go ahead and check in with Ben for a look at what's happening out there right now. Hey, Ben.
Hey, Sandra. Yeah, we've already seen over an inch of rain, at least estimated, falling across parts of our south zone. But most of what we have seen so far is just about out of here. Now we're worried about whether these storms are going to be able to redevelop, and if they do, how strong they're going to become as we get into the early part of the evening hours. You can see back here on 4 Live radar, there's just a couple little very small cells developing, and most of those are outside of our west zone. So we're going to keep an eye on that. And you look further back to the southwest, and there's hasn't been a lot of stuff been able to develop. We're really looking at some of the breaks in the clouds that are down here in northern Indiana, and some of those breaks are going to start to migrate over to southeast Michigan. The bottom line is, if we can see some sunshine, these storms will start to fire, but it's a very tight window. It's really going to be the next few hours where we're going to be looking for the potential of these strong storms. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and heavy rain possible, but again, it all depends on whether these storms get the sunshine they need to fire. The confidence in seeing these storms is low. That's for sure. We'll talk more about what's to come for the weekend and the eclipse coming up. Sandra?
Thank you, Ben. We are following breaking news overseas where a dozen people have been killed in a terror attack in Barcelona, Spain. Kimberly Gill has been following the latest developments for us from the newsroom. And Kimberly, this is yet another case of a vehicle crashing right into a crowd.
Yes, Sandra, you're right. And we know at least 12 people are dead, as you said, and more than 80 others injured after a van plowed into a crowd in the tourist district in Barcelona. And just minutes ago, the Islamic State, or ISIS, claimed responsibility for the attack in a statement on its news agency. Now, video shows hundreds of people running and screaming from the pedestrian mall where the attack happened. Witnesses say the van jumped the sidewalk and slammed into a crowd. We know at least 2 suspects are in custody. One witness says she was inside a shop when she heard some commotion out on the street. She said she walked outside and it was chaos.
There was police everywhere, ambulances, fire engines, like bomb disposal squads and stuff, and they were just directing everyone like to go as far away from the area as you could. So we're just back at our hotel now. They said it was the best thing to do, so yeah, it's pretty scary.
Yeah, scary indeed. The Spanish government fears the death toll could rise due to the number of serious injuries. Police have closed down nearby streets and shut down businesses in the area, and public transportation has been shut down as well. President Trump has condemned the terror attack, tweeting the U.S. will do whatever it is necessary to help. We will have more reaction ahead coming up on Local 4 News at 5 o'clock. Until then, Sandra, will send it back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Kimberly. NBC reporters are tracking the attack from Spain to Washington, D.C. Watch for new information coming up on Nightly News with Lester Holt. That's coming up tonight at 6:30. Violence in Charlottesville. President Trump's recent comments have inflamed the battle over Confederate statues and monuments. Now you can add Helena, Montana to the list of cities trying to take them down. The city commission just ordered the city manager to remove a fountain honoring Confederate soldiers. The debates are playing out all across the country. Today, the president tweeted, and this is a quote, "Sad to see the history and culture of our great country being ripped apart with the removal of our beautiful statues and monuments." That's just one quote from a series of tweets sure to keep this debate going. Closer to home, a doctor and his office manager are set to be arraigned after police raid a medical clinic suspected of overprescribing pills. Police say the doctor at the Dearborn Medical Clinic prescribed up to 500,000 pills to patients. The raid began this morning at the office. It's on Warren, just east of Greenfield. That doctor is licensed to practice. It has now been suspended. The arraignment is set for tomorrow morning. Moving to Troy now, where police are looking for a flasher who's targeting women there. The latest incident happened south of Wattles and west of John R. It happened last Sunday. A man in a white sedan asked two women to approach his car. He pretended to ask for directions, but then exposed himself to the women and drove off. The driver is described as 20 to 30 years old with dark skin, possibly of Indian descent, short hair, dark plastic rimmed glasses. One of the victims is speaking with Local 4. You're going to hear her story. That's coming up tonight ahead at 5 o'clock. Many Plymouth residents still waiting for their power to be restored after a substation was engulfed in flames last night. The fire at the substation near Farmer and Theodore, it left the entire city of Plymouth in the dark Wednesday night. DTE says they plan to have most customers back on with power by midnight tonight. The company handing out bottled water and also ice to residents in need. This is happening at the Cultural Center parking lot by Farmer and Sheldon. First at 4, we're also on top of stories making headlines for you across America today, and we start in the state of Washington. That's where 3 police officers found out just how dangerous drug busts can be. They were rushed to the hospital after serving an arrest warrant north of Seattle. They came face to face with a woman. She was smoking heroin. She blew smoke right in their faces. She was arrested, but about a half an hour later, they got really sick. Police suspect the heroin was laced with fentanyl. The officers are fine now today, but what a scary situation. And this body cam video is from near Tampa, Florida. That's where a canine cop chased down a suspect. A sheriff's deputy was doing a traffic stop when the suspect took off running. The deputy released his canine partner. The video is shaky here at times. Both officers chase the bad guy. In the end, the canine officer gets his man and holds him on the ground until he could eventually be handcuffed. Well, now an exciting look at an animal that is rarely seen in person or the wild. Very few zoos have a moose exhibit, but Potter Park in Lansing recently adopted 2 young orphans. Our Paula Tutman takes you there to see why moose are so hard to keep in captivity and also how this zoo is making them feel at home.
What's so incredible about these magnificent animals is moose are native to Michigan, yet few people actually see a living moose. A bad hair day for a human is a great day for a moose. Dreary, drizzly, cool. We've spotted this 4-year-old female enjoying it all. For moose, this is nirvana. If you are a wildlife lover, you know to actually see a living moose is a long shot, unless you know exactly where to go. But we have found the perfect cheat. This 4-year-old female is Willow, a resident of the Potter Park Zoo in Lansing. Fewer than 10 zoos in the country actually have a moose exhibit. Potter Park Zoo is one of them.
She is huge.
Dakota, why is the moose in the water?
I'm drinking water or eating food.
The 3-year-old male is Miko. They came to the zoo from Alaska as orphans that could not survive in the wild. The zoo has built this habitat just for them.
I'm very lucky to be able to work with these guys and to be able up close and personal with these guys. Some people will go through their whole lives never seeing a moose.
Though they've been Lansing residents for several years, the public has rarely seen them. But this year, there's a shift. They're growing, thriving, acclimating, happy. The cooler summer is the sweet spot. And so if you come to the zoo now, you can actually see them and experience them in a habitat that is very much like their natural habitat. In the mornings, Willow and Miko go through a training regimen that helps them acclimate and preps them for survival here at the zoo.
Willow, target. Yes, if their health were to go downhill, usually it's through training. Like I said, you can get that medication and stuff into them. So it's important that we have these behaviors to keep them safe, to keep visitors safe, to keep us safe.
To Kim, these are her babies, though Miko still has about 500 pounds to go to grow into his full, male-sized moose body. I mean, this beast is absolutely magnificent. And the bottom line is, if it wasn't for a program like this, these 2 moose would not survive. They simply can't survive in the wild. And so that's why this is really the best for so many worlds, because not only do these animals have incredible lives, and people are actually able to see a live moose up close, but they're able to educate the public as well as the experts. Reporting from Potter Park Zoo in Lansing, Paula Tutman, Local 4.
such a sight to see. And Paula also tells us that moose eat willow from willow trees. So if you have some on your property, the zoo will actually travel to you to take some willow to feed the moose during the winter months. All you have to do is call Potter Park Zoo in Lansing if you think you might be able to help. So can you guess which actress made the most money this year? Jennifer Lawrence, Emma Stone, Julia Roberts? The answer is coming up in Trending Stories today. Also, Dr. McGeorge is here.
Hey Sandra, in Good Health, we're talking about nail salon safety. I'll reveal 2 things you should be thinking about when you get a mani or a pedi.
All right, Doc, also ahead, stray dogs in danger. Take a look at this video. We're going to tell you why these dogs are turning blue and the challenges they're facing. But before we head to break, we are keeping an eye on that breaking news we've been telling you about out of Spain, the terror attack in the city of Barcelona. A driver in a white van crashed into pedestrians in a popular tourist area. 12 people now confirmed dead. At least 2 people have been arrested in connection with the attack. It's 10 o'clock right now in the evening in Spain, but this investigation is still very active. We're going to bring you updates as we get them. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
President. Coming up all new on Local 4 News at 5 and 6.
Last night, the city of Ann Arbor made a pretty big move at their meeting, deciding to look at some changes in the city. And those changes would have a big impact on traffic. I'll explain what they're exploring.
First at 4, we're on top of stories making headlines around the world today. An Australian senator at the center of controversy because of these photos you're looking at here. Pauline Hanson wore a burqa on the floor of Parliament as part of her campaign for a national ban on Islamic face covers. She's the leader of an anti-Muslim, anti-immigration minority group in Australia. The country's attorney general drew applause when he chastised her for what he called a stunt that he said offended the country's Muslim minority. Moving on to India now, many dog lovers are very disturbed by what's happening to stray dogs in Mumbai. You're not seeing things. That's actually a dog with blue fur. Local media reporting the dogs are dyed blue. This is after they wade into the water, allegedly affected by industrial waste. The dogs often cool off in the Kasadi River, and then they drink the water, of course, as well, exposing themselves to chemical dyes. A local vet says the dogs suffer skin infections, stomach problems as well, because then they try to lick the dye off of their fur. In Good Health today, lots of folks enjoy, of course, treating themselves to a manicure sometimes, but the FDA cautioning everyone you have to consider safety at the salon too. We talk about this all the time.
Well, absolutely, Sandra, and for good reason. You know, in fact, today the FDA issued a new set of guidelines for using nail care products, highlighting the importance of really following the directions and heeding warning labels. And that's because those products contain ingredients that can cause an allergic reaction. And experts say the glues can be especially problematic.
Those acrylate type of glues can cause a lot of allergies that can be very challenging to diagnose. Oftentimes the allergic response won't present around the nail, but it will present around the lips or the eyelids, areas that we commonly touch.
Now, the guidelines also say those UV curing lamps are also considered low risk, but they caution they should not be used for more than 10 minutes per hand, and they should be avoided by anyone that's taking medication that makes their skin more sensitive to ultraviolet light. Now, really, to reduce your risk of infection, you should avoid aggressive trimming of the cuticles or cleaning under your nails. Also, make sure that the salon is sterilizing and cleaning the equipment between clients, or ideally, bring your own, really.
Right, or sometimes they have the new ones that actually come in the plastic, so they open, you get your own kind of personalized.
Fresh right there.
Which can be a huge help.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Doc. Now let's go ahead and check back in with Ben for another check on the weather on this stormy day today.
Yeah, Sandra, we're really focused here on the next few hours, which is our window for potential severe weather. Not so good news on the visible satellite. It looks like some of these clouds are starting to break up, at least in our west zone. So we have been seeing some sunshine here in Lenawee, parts of Washtenaw County, and that's stretching up towards Lapeer, Flint, and possibly even northern Oakland and Macomb County as well. The more sunshine we get, the more unstable the air becomes, and the more possible some of these thunderstorms could be as we get into the second half of the day. And you can see the temperatures responding too, where that sunshine has started to emerge. 81 in Adrian, Howell's at 80. Everybody else is in the 70s right now. But as some of those breaks continue to the east side, you can see some of these numbers ticking upwards already. We'll continue to watch these numbers go up. And man, is it humid out there. Dew points over 70 degrees. Very tropical tropical feeling air. We'll have to deal with it through the rest of today and most of tonight. Even though the humidity is going to drop during the overnight hours, it's going to do so slowly. So it's still going to be a very uncomfortable sleeping night as we get through the next 24 hours. Here's the larger picture, and you can see some of the breaks in the clouds. This is the low sort of driving everything. And even though there are some waves of light showers there on the other side of the lake, as of right now, there are no watches and warnings out. And again, it's really going to be just the next few hours where we have to watch for the potential of severe weather. This is the computer model, and notice it's not showing a whole lot of development. It's got some, but not a whole lot. Just between 5 and 9 o'clock is when we'll be watching out. After that, sun goes down and really that severe threat's going to go away. Cold front sweeps through overnight, but again, the humidity is going to take a while to drop. Tomorrow's interesting because it's going to be a lot of clouds, some breezy conditions, and just a slight chance of a sprinkle. But I think most of us are going to stay dry, and that's also going to keep temperatures in the 70s tomorrow as that humidity continues to decrease. So tonight, again, not really comfortable. Temperatures dropping to around 70 degrees. We'll call it partly cloudy eventually, but it is going to be humid all night tonight. Here's your 4-zone forecast as we look at those cooler temperatures tomorrow. Highs in our metro zone only getting into 77, 78 for high temperatures tomorrow. It will be less humid by the end especially, so you'll notice a difference. Mid-70s here across our south zone. Keep in mind this is going to be with a lot of cloud cover tomorrow. Mid-70s generally here in our west zone, and also a little bit cooler in our north zone with some places topping out around 70 degrees there in Sanilac County and northern parts of St. Clair County. Temperatures will ramp up quickly towards the end of the weekend, but we do have some more thunderstorms possible Saturday. We're not anticipating anything strong or severe there. And we still look great on Monday, mostly sunny, high temperatures 88 degrees. So it is going to be a warm one when you head out to watch the eclipse. And by the way, we will be broadcasting live from the point of greatest eclipse, which is down in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. We start our live reports on Sunday night. We'll bring you all the fun and festivities from one of the spots in the path of greatest totality. Sandra.
We are looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Ben. Still ahead, pet lovers. This one's for you. If you sometimes get tired of walking your dog, there is a new high-tech solution, and we do mean high in the sky. But coming up first, one of these lucky ladies right here is this year's highest paid actress. New Hollywood rankings are out. We'll have that for you coming up.
It's common sense.
In today's trending stories, Forbes magazine has released its list of the highest paid actresses for 2017. And earlier we asked if you could guess who's on top. It is not Julia Roberts. She actually isn't even in the top 5, earning just $12 million. A poor thing, right? Just $12 million. That's good enough for 8th place. Moving to the top 3, Jennifer Lawrence made $24 million. Jennifer Aniston made more than $25 million. And Emma Watson, Oscar winner for La La Land, she took the top spot with $26 million. By the way, we do want to remind you about our Film Challenge Detroit. Local 4 will send one lucky winner to the Sundance Film Festival with $1,000 cash. So if you're a budding filmmaker, what you want to do is create a short film revolving around the theme good versus evil. You can upload your 5 to 15-minute masterpiece at filmchallengedetroit.com. That deadline is coming up on September 22nd. We should point out it was actually Emma Stone who was the top winner this year. Pet lovers with a lot of money now have a brand new high-tech option to walk their dogs. There is a company in the UK selling drones that can do the job for you. How about that? The drone comes with a built-in retractable leash. The company also says it can walk your dog for a half an hour along a GPS route of your choosing, so you pick it. The company's slogan, get this, is give your dog a drone. But the fancy gadget will set you back $2,300. And you can find much more pet-related news and also share your favorite pet photos on the All for Pets page. You can find it at Click on Detroit. Still ahead, Ben has been keeping an eye on some very stormy weather. What you need to know for the evening rush hour, that's coming up.
A mold danger, a rental home riddled with it.
It feels like your chest is on fire.
A tenant now fighting for his life and fighting the management company.
Really unbearable.
No one can live here, but the owner still demanding his rent.
Your property manager is trying to charge him more than $2,000. He shouldn't have to pay a dime.
Now Help Me Hank investigates.
This tenant has not been treated fairly. This tenant has been treated horribly, and somebody needs to be held responsible.
Tonight at 11.
Our client.
Well, it has just been a stormy afternoon.
It has, and we've needed the rain. Thank goodness we got it without the severe weather, but our guard is still up. We're watching 4 Live radar. You can see a little bit of development back there towards Lansing and just over to the east of Grand Rapids. So we're going to be watching some of these areas, especially where the sun has able to come out for possible redevelopment. Our severe window still around for about the next few hours.
All right, thank you so much, Ben. Thank you for joining us today, First at 4. We are back in a half hour with Local 4 News at 5. We'll see you then.